Number 2, Halo 3 ODST. Don't worry, I'm not going to go on yet another rant about how I feel about Halo 3 ODST, because I already did a pretty sufficient job in my Hateful Truth game review about the situation surrounding the game's release, its $60 price tag, and all the hype and bullshit that happened within the gaming media at that time. But it still has to be mentioned that this game is a DLC, not a full game. The campaign is ass. The multiplayer is not enough to warrant a $60 purchase, and every mainstream game company that reviewed this game blatantly lied in their scores and reviews in order to either get more ad revenue from Bungie and Microsoft, or to ensure that they would get advanced copies of the games so that they could review them in the future. It's bullshit, and by the way, since I created that Hateful Truth game review just about a month ago, and I challenged the gaming media to come to me and explain why they rated the game so high, or come out of the and basically admit that there was some wrongdoing and they apologized for lying to the gamers, not one gaming media has contacted me. Not an email, not a blip, not a message, nothing. And they won't, because they're whores, like I said. But anyway, outside of all those fucked up things about Halo 3 ODST, the one thing that I have not mentioned that I need to mention in my top 10 worst gaming moments of 2009 is the fact that the game has a huge bug with the saving of your game. And I've noticed that just like the reviews, which seem to overinflate this game, not many people online have been allowed to talk about it in the mainstream. I've looked and I've found many people on community forums and things who've complained about the bugged save games, but no one on a mainstream site has mentioned it. It's pretty easy to figure out why. Now, what do I mean when I talk about the save game bug? Well, basically, there's a chance that when you're playing through the campaign of Halo 3 ODST, that when you shut down your game and you go to start it up on another time or another day, that it doesn't save anything you've done. And it's a really weird bug because you can actually go into the listing of campaigns that you can play, which is basically going to list anything that you've beaten and unlocked, and you'll see that you've actually unlocked the first, say, 3 campaign maps. And you'll say, well, I don't understand. If the game obviously recognizes that I've beaten the first 3 stages of the game, and it's letting me load from those stages, why can't I continue the campaign from that point? And the answer is because it's a pretty fucking big game bug. And if anyone who watched my Halo 3 ODST campaign playthrough saw, I literally had to replay the first 3 to 4 campaign missions of the game in order for the game to recognize that I'd beaten them in the campaign itself and allowing me to progress on to the next campaign mission. It's unacceptable, and especially for a game which should have been a DLC, ended up being a $60 release, a huge gameplay bug like that is absolutely not acceptable or allowable. It's just a shame that because so many major gaming companies and major media outlets have fucking sold out to Microsoft and Bungie that they can't admit this kind of thing in their reviews. However, I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want. So Microsoft and Bungie, you get the official fuck you for 2009 for fucking over as many gamers as possible, trying to make money where you didn't earn it, and basically forcing all the game media to hide the truth about your release.